Parasati meditation for the next few minutes. Kindly be seated in a comfortable position, be in the cross leg position or the Sukhasana, which is easy to sit. And if you want to, your legs straight, just keep them one over the other, crossing at your ankles. Clasp your hands like this with fingers into fingers and gently place them over on your lap. If you have the practice of wearing glasses or spectacles, you can remove them now. We will not require, as we are going to keep our eyes completely closed for the process of meditation. We are going to maintain silence or mauna. We will not be talking or chanting any kind of mantra now. So, dear masters, let us just go into meditation now without wasting any more time, and let us listen to some good music while we do meditation.
To be with you this evening for the wonderful spiritual science educational program, which uh, is a must and mandatory for every human being for a simple and easy life. That is all what everybody wants. And this class, this sorts of a satsang, this is called Sajjana Sangatya and Satsang. We are speaking of the truth. That's why it is associating with the truth of the life. That is satsang. That associated with the always truth. We should always pray that we follow the truthful way of life. That is called satsang. That takes us to a divinity. That takes us, a very, very beautiful path. And Sajjana Sangatya is there. What is Sajjana Sangatya? Sat Jana, that means who are knowing the truth. Those people we should be in the company of. So many people have undergone a lot of meditation activities, a lot of spiritual science. They have undergone, they have gone through a lot of scriptures, they have practiced, and they have achieved the truthful path of life. So such people we should always be in company with. We should associate ourselves with such people so that whatever they speak or whatever they do or whatever they tell us, everything will be on the path of truth, because they have already they are on the path of the truth only. So, my dear masters, the great southern master in Indian soil, Mr. Shankaracharya, the very, very legendary figure. He is not an ordinary boy, While he was some 8 years and 10 years old itself, he gave a mesmerizing reply to his guru. What is the reply, I'll tell you, just it is a curiosity for all of us to know. Such a great personality. When he was a young boy itself, when he was just crossing by way, he saw one great gentleman. And he wanted some guru, actually. He was in search of a guru, this Shankaracharya. He saw one senior person. Then he asked Masterji, I am in search of a guru. He just given his truth. Whatever he wants, he told it just like that. Then that guru, he did not say that he himself is a guru. He simply asked this boy, okay, you want a guru, isn't it? Okay. Then you tell me, who are you, first of all? That was the question. Who are you? So that I can facilitate you with some best guru, like that. In such a way, his conversation went on. At that age, at the age of 8 or 10 years, roundabout, by the time he understood everything of the universe and creation and everything, of the energy system and all the divinity, and he understood how the humanity is working. And he gave a reply. That reply has been today is not even understood by several 90% of the humanity did not understand even those sentences which were given by our great grand master Shankaracharya, that it has come into six, 8 verses, Ashtakam, that is Jhanastakam. Okay, that itself is called Nirvanastakam. Okay? Nirvana Shatkam, sorry. That has been known as now Nirvana Shatkam. That means 6 verses. Shatkam, 6 verses. That those verses he simply gave in reply to that particular master. Then that master got surprised at that vast and very, very, very efficient, proficient replies, he got it. Manobhuddhyahankara chittam. Naham. From there it starts. And he says, Sivoham, Shivoham. His reply came that I am that Shiva. So that was the reply. So that was the credentials of this Indian wisdom. That was the peak of the intelligence, peak of the wisdom. All of us are benefited by that. All of us are very fortunate to have such a wonderful, clear cut, very, very highly understandable way. The moment we are in the path of spirituality, we will be able to understand that. If we are not touching the spiritual science, everything remains a puzzle for us. That is the way. That is only the thing that what we are supposed to understand here. Spiritual science people are not able to understand because there is no effort. There is no interest for that. And it is not taught in a regular way. That is the handicap. That is why the whole society is at loss. Huge loss. So, my dear masters, today we have come to understand this sort of great science. That itself is a very, very fortunate thing for us. So, I have to congratulate all of you to have made this course, implementable. This course we are undergoing, and all of us, will be the beneficiaries. All of us should be very, very fortunate to have a sort of wonderful path before us through the wisdom of the spiritual science. My dear masters, yesterday we discussed about the creation, about the matrix, about the multiverses, the universes, and all those things we have seen. So that was a sort of a glimpse of that file, a partial knowledge from that file we have discussed. Now today we take another file for you where we have discussed in detail as to how to understand the concept of God. All of us at some time or the other look to the skies and addressing, oh God, where are you? This is what everybody is saying. There is no person exception. There is no exception to anybody. Every person at some sort of time, you can say a weak time or a good time or whatever time it is, some time or the other, every one of us ultimately come and call him at one point of time. What do we say? Oh God. Then, how can we address him? Whether we are thinking that there is a God, or there is a reply for that, or he is visible to you, or he is helpful to you. What is this? Why we are calling him? Oh God. But everybody, without any exception, we are into that. At what time we will come to know? See, we go like this only. We come and take birth and go away without knowing what it is. One poet in Andhra area of Indian continent, Indian soil, in India, one poet is there by name. He was there by name Vemana. He actually questioned the same way as we have now been questioning. Same way we are talking just like that. He was also questioning. What is that? What was his question? In this society, people are taking birth and then going by death. People are dying. They are taking birth and leaving the bodies. But they are going without knowing this truth. They are going without knowing the ultimate truth actually. So that he was lamenting. Crores of people coming and going without knowing this secret, and they die. Take birth and die. Take birth and die. Okay. So, my dear masters, if that is the scenario, now you see, and it is our fortunate thing that we are on this subject well in time. So, we will understand today how we can understand this concept of God, which has been coming from the ages together in a question forum. There is no answer for that. And only those people who are into spiritual sense can understand the answer also. Otherwise, even the answer is given also is simply just let off because they cannot understand the answer. I'll try to share the screen for you. Okay. And then we'll just discuss about how to understand the concept of God. Okay. You are having the wider screen before you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, good, nice. So the Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy, okay, is an offshoot of Mega Pyramid movement. The first day I have already told you, I don't like to take more time on this, but yet I would like you to give brief information about PSSM, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, founded by great enlightened master Brahmarshi Pitamaha, Dr. Patrick. So we had to tender our respect and reverence to him for his vast and immense knowledge, that gives us an opportunity to know the truthful life. And of this moment, PSSA, Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy, is an offshoot of it. And we have been working for the same target of reaching meditation and spiritual sense to one another. Okay. But by the way of courses, it is not by these courses. We are not doing any upanyasas or lectures. We are giving courses, We have to sit and check up how to understand the spiritual science and decide how you conduct your life. Only such people will be here. Because it is not for simply hearing and getting away. So we will understand if we go in detail. If we don't go in detail, it will not stand with us, isn't it? So we should, it is a question of study. Now we should study the subject first of all. Okay. So we are trying to give you some study of this. Okay. So this is all about the academy. Okay. And we have the logo emblem that gives you 3 topics of entire spiritual science. So somebody asks you, what is spiritual science? You can simply reply with these three items. What are those items? Number one is love. Love is noble value. That's it. What is love? Be a friend of everybody. That is what. Don't hate anybody. This is minimum meaning of love. Okay. Love requires you not to find fault with others. If you love anybody, you cannot find fault with him. You will only correct him. Finding fault is negating love factor. Actually. It does mean that you do not love the people. That's why you are finding fault with him. If you really love the people, you will correct them. You will not find fault with him. You will only say this where we have to correct it. That's it. That is a matter of love. No hating others. And then second point, very importantly, light. Light is a sort of clarity in the life. Yes or no? Kindly remember, light is associated with wisdom. Light means jyoti. Jyoti means giving clarity which way you have to go. That is what we need. We should choose a right path in our life and avoid wrong paths. So this is what light. And this we can learn from spiritual science. You will become a loving personality if you learn spiritual science, and you will become a wise person to have always the right path if you learn spiritual. And third factor is power. You will have enormous power of managing yourself to the utmost excellence. Excellent, brilliant and excellent methodology of life you will follow. Okay. That is called power. You can manage yourself, stand on your own legs. When you stand on your own legs, you will make others also stand on their own legs. You will be much more helpful to them. You can achieve unachievable things also. Okay. And you will be interacting with the society in a very harmonious way, in a very, very a sort of cooperative way. Okay. Cooperation, coexistence. These are the ingredients of spiritual science. Yoga. Yoga means unity. Okay. Unity. So everyone will be there. There is no merging, dissolution. It is only coexistence. Everybody will be there. So we live together. So this is what power. So we must have power of cooperation. Okay, my dear masters, kindly remember these 3 points in our life so that they will be helping us in any aspect where you are found wanting. Okay. And then the course is called Ethical and Yogic Excellence. So excellence is composed of skills and smiles. You must be doing in a better way, and whatever you do, you should be smiling at that. Weepingly, you should not do anything. Cursingly, you should not do anything. Feeling bad is no good at doing something. Be interested in doing things. Be loving what you are doing. With a whole heart, you have to do it. With willingness, you have to do it. You have to be kind to yourself only. Okay. You have full faith in you and don't curse yourself. Okay? So that is called smiling. Always you keep smiling on your face because only wise people can smile always. So wise people means who are capable of solving the problems in a right way so that their head, their mind is not disturbed. Okay. So his mind will remain quiet. They will be always in quietude. Okay. So when mind is calm, the wisdom sprouts. You understand? So that is how we should gain skill. If mind is calm, all skills will be with you, and all smiles will be with you. So this is the purpose of this course, and spiritual sense stands for these two. You will be having skill, and you will have smile. And now let us see, who and where is God. So these are the questions coming from ages together. And all of us know that God is somewhere, somewhere, somewhere. I don't know where it is, that nobody knows, because he is an unseen person. Okay. So it is very difficult to define him. Can you say that God is not there? That you cannot say. God is not there because so many things will happen without your knowledge. So somebody must be doing that. That we cannot substantiate our reply, either for or against. Both way we are failure. But how to solve this problem? Let us see now. So in this course, in the regular class, you will be getting 3 examples, 3 concepts we will come to know that explain about the existence of God. Okay. Now, first one we will discuss now, only first one. Okay, for want of time. Okay. Now, my dear masters, this picture, you understand, this is a physical science. Why? Because you are seeing the land, earth is there, trees are there, water is there, all air is there, sky is there, space, empty space also is there. Yes or no? These are called in Sanskrit Panchabhutas. In Sanskrit, what we call Panchabhutas. That is earth, water, fire, air, and space. Yes or no? These 5 are the ingredients of this universe. Before our birth itself, all these things are set for us, isn't it? So these are the things which are already available to us. And in the top, there is moon. There is so many things are there. This also in the solar families are there. This is also studied in metaphysical sciences. There are so many stars, there are so many energy fields are there, so many solar families are there. Okay, planets, number of universes, multiverses. So much is there. Okay, so before your birth itself is available, all these things. Now the question is, these are the elements, ingredients of the universe. Yes or no? They are part of the universe. Now, can you answer? Can we say who has created these things? So it is the first question. These things are already available. We are seeing the earth, we are seeing the water, we are seeing the fire, air, space, and everything. And there are so many solar planets are there. A lot of things are there. So all these things are there. Who has created these things? So for saving time, I will show the answer. The right answer is unknown person. An unknown person must have done it, because somebody must have done it, because even a small cotton also cannot be moved without effort from air, or we should push by hand. In such is the scenario, the huge creation must have been made by somebody else. It's a common sense. Not known. This is only the problem. We are sure that somebody has made. That person is not known. That's why we call him as unknown person. You keep like that, unknown person. Or unseen person. Person is there, we are not able to see him. That is also all is there. He may be having a shape, name, this and that, but we are not able to see him, isn't it? So this is the 2 answers are there. One is unknown or unseen, whatever it is you can say, isn't it? Yes, we keep that answer like this. Now, this video I am opening up. You can just check out. My dear masters, you are seeing the video. One slide has come, isn't it? Here we are finding a well-maintained road and a colony of houses are there. It looks as a beautiful township is there. Yes or no? So there is a township. Before the township is established, what would have been there earlier? When houses are not there, but there would have been earth, definitely. There would have been a barren land here. After, because of barren land, empty land must have been there. Then the houses and the roads have been laid. Yes or no? So now the question is that who has kept that barren or empty land? Who has kept empty land? Already we answered that point because earth we have not made. It is made by unknown person. Yes, agree. Barren land or empty land or whatever it is, like a desert, it would have been there. That has been created by an unknown person. We do not. And who has kept these buildings and these roads and everything, you tell me? Who has kept this? Who has created these buildings? Who has created this road? So the answer is, it is, there should be an answer for this, isn't it? I think everybody can say who has constructed the buildings, who has laid the road. Similarly, here also, there are two questions. This mountain is there. We have not kept the mountain. There is no person seeing who has constructed this mountain. Yes or no? But the road is not put by him. Road is put by a human being, in fact. And these houses have been laid by, constructed by a human. Whether human is seen or not, seen. 100% it is seen. Here also, who has constructed the road? A human being. Must have been some civil engineer. Whether he is seen, he is seen. And who has put the mountain? Unseen fellow. We don't understand him. We can't see him. But somebody must have kept it. Otherwise, road cannot be done. Here also, water body and the path. The path is laid by a human, and the water body is available at the instance of unknown person. Like that. The tunnel has been made by human, whereas the mountain itself is kept by unknown person. Here the mountain and the path, same is the case. Here also snow. Huge collection of snow is there, which we could not, nobody must have done it, by a known person. But path is definitely made by a known person. Okay. We can easily make the path. Here, the path is from the mountain to mountain, has been laid by human. But the mountains are not kept by humans. The mountains are the handiworks of unknown person. Here, the big hole has been made in the mountain to go the other way. See, he made a path by putting a hole inside the mountain. Yes, so, the hole has been drilled by human, but the mountain as such has not been kept by him. See, the huge mountain is there. Huge mountain is there. If you go to some northeast side, you will find such a very tallest mountains you will be able to see. Okay, in this mountain, see, there is some 10 feet road is there, okay? Small road is there. So this road has been laid by the human, whereas the mountain has not been laid by the human. It is kept by someone who is unseen. Here, a forest has been made a garden. You understand? By the two persons. Similarly, one is known who has made the garden, and unknown person is forest has been earlier, has been set up by him. Here, the mountain has been carved, by many curves, So this is also handiwork of human, while the mountain itself is led by unknown person. See, on the sand, the train is moving. So the movement of the train and everything has been made by the human, whereas the sand and all these things, they were not made by human. You understand? By any way, the man can do anything, meddle with so many things. Now, can we say who has meddled with these things? One is original, the other one is repaired one. You understand? If you observe, closely, one is, 1 minute, there is some sound is going on. Hello. One is original, the other one is repaired one. What is original and what is the repaired one? The desert or the barren land is the original one. And what is repaired? The land has been repaired to have some buildings. The mountain has been cut into roads. Some curved paths have been made. So the mountain has been meddled with. Mountain as such is not made by human, but it is meddled with by human to make the paths on that. Yes, sir. So one original is there, one repaired is there. A seen or a known person must have done these modifications. The meddling with the original things has been done by a known person. That person is our humans, that is maybe engineers. Okay. So the idea is here, one is seen and the other is unseen. So there are two persons are there. One person is not visible, another person is visible. Now in this slide, it's going to explain that. My dear masters, kindly understand. You have your mobile with you, and your mobile is manufactured by one of the companies, say for instance Samsung, okay, or Nokia, whatever it is. Now when your mobile is out of order, naturally you will have to go to the outlet of Samsung only, if it is of Samsung. Yes or no? If you go to Nokia or Google, they will not repair that. They will give it back to you. They'll advise you to go to Samsung because it is not manufactured by us. The similar way, when somebody is meddling with a mountain to make a path, then how can he meddle with, unless and until he knows that mountain earlier? Without the knowledge of the mountain, how can he repair the mountain? So he must have been already in the know of what the mountain is. This is one analysis. Then only man can meddle with that. Like mobile is repaired by a person who has manufactured it. So my dear masters, kindly understand that. But we are now seeing, so we can catch hold of the engineer. But You cannot create now. That is the big issue now. You cannot create the mountain, but you can meddle with the mountain. Yes. But what is the creation? How it happens? So that we have to take the assistance of spiritual science to understand how the creation has started. So the creator must be there, but he is not seen. So we do not know how he is, isn't it? So the creator must have been there, but how he is, we do not know. So to understand that, we have to seek the assistance of spiritual science. What does it say, In Sanskrit, it is explained very well. Abhyaktadini bhutani, vyakta madhyasthani bharata. Abhyaktadini, in the beginning we were not manifested. We were not seen in the beginning. Bhutani means all species. Whoever are now, currently they are all living on this planet. In the beginning of their birth, earlier to their birth, they were not seen. Vyakta madhyasthani bharata. Now they are seen because they have taken the bodies. The physical body we take, understand? Every human will take birth by a physical body, baby. So we know that there is a baby because physical body is there. Then what happens? After some time, after growing and then becoming old, and then after what happens? He will give up the body. He will die. All of us have to die. There is no escape. There is no exception. Everybody has to go back. So when we give up, what happens? We again become unmanifested. We will not be seen again. Our body will go down to the earth, okay, and we will not be there. We will be unseen again. Avyaktadini nidhananyapi. Nidhananyapi means, nidhana means death. One undergoes the death. He becomes unknown again. He will not be seen. So before taking birth, we are not seen. And while on this earth planet, we are seen. And when we go back again, when we give up our body and go as our consciousness, our conscious, then we will be again not seen at all. We remain energy. Conscious is energy. So this is the spiritual science. Gives that this kind of knowledge. We were unseen before life. We are seen in this current life, and we will be unseen again after this life. This life, we go away. We go away to a place where we came from. Okay, my dear masters. It is like that. So, Katatra Paridevana, that's what here is a sloka from Bhagavad Gita. And Sri Krishna explains a legendary, mythological story. And there was some sort of the battle was there, battle called Kurukshetra battle. In that battle, a legendary figure, Sri Krishna, advises Arjuna when once he lost his heart during the course of battle. He advises him that you will be temporarily here with the body. You were not having this body earlier to your birth, my dear master, and your body also will not be there after some time. When you give up your body, everybody has to give up, and again you will not be seen. That's what he says. So we will all be there. We don't have any death. Nachaiva na bhavishyamaha. Nacha eva na bhavishyamaha. That is not that we are not going to be not there. We are always there. We don't have death. Only periods earlier we were without body. In this planet, with body. Again, we go back to other planet without body. That's it. Where is the question of death? There is not death at all. So here also in our story, the mountains are manufactured when we were not having physical body. That is the clue that we have to understand. When we do not have a physical body, we have an energy system that is called Atma. Okay. In English, the energy is called as Atma. Sorry, in Sanskrit, the term energy is known as Atma. Again, it is known as soul in English, self in English, like that. So this Atma is there. Atma is without body. But Atma is all powerful. Because of Atma, we are speaking, we are doing everything, and we take the body, we perform everything here. We are the Atma actually, not the physical body, because the physical body will go away. Whenever we want to go back, we give up here and go away. So that is a temporary affair for us. So when we were Atmas, we create the things. Understand? When we were creators before life we were creators actually, because we were not having physical body. We are only Atmas actually. So we are eternal people. We are infinite, omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. Everything. So we create things. And when we take the body in this planet, we can recreate the things. Whatever we have created earlier without body, now we can repair that, meddle with that, and make some other thing out of that. So all in the physical plane, in the Earth planet, we can amalgamate things now. Water is there. You cannot manufacture water, but you can make so many things with water. You can mix it up, this and that and everything, and make a beautiful coffee out of that. You can recreate coffee out of water. You can recreate anything out of the existing elements. Panchabhutalu. In Telugu, they say Panchabhutalu. In Sanskrit, Panchabhutas. 5 elements. So you can create anything with the 5 elements. You can only meddle with that, but you cannot create that. You can't create the 5 elements. You can mix it up and make some meddle with that and prepare a new product out of that. But the 5 elements themselves cannot be created. That is what we should understand. Okay. So earth cannot be created, water cannot be created, fire cannot be created like that. You can make use of that and derive something else, but you cannot create that. And then when once you give up the body, we become again co-creators. Again we go as Atmas, and again become co-creators. So many Atmas will be creating, we also start creating things. When once we understand everything, we become Purnatmas and we start creating. We are the creators, in fact. So for the time being, when we have taken the body here, we don't create, we only touch the created things, we can meddle with that. We can research, but not invent. Okay. So for the new things we cannot, but we can research whatever available thing we can search and take it out. Okay. Even invention also, it is only available thing we can invent. Discovery, we can discover from the available things. It is like that. So we were creators before life, we are recreators. In this life, we will be co-creators after life. Okay, my dear masters. So this is a slide, where your guide also is there when you come here. This man is the creator. He is not having body here. This man is recreator. Okay. This Atma, this is Purnatma for this person, a guide. So this doesn't have a body. Okay. This is having body. This is human. This is Atma. That's how it is. Okay. So many physical sciences. Physical science means creation of the known things, and spiritual science, the creator or the unknown things, that is invisible things. Whatever invisible can be explained in spiritual science, and whatever visible things can be explained in physical science. That every one of you know, isn't it? So this is how, in this class we can understand and what is this in fact. So we call the person who is invisible person, who has created this, we call him as creator. Yes or no? So creator is considered God. So we say, oh God, means that means we are referring to our own soul when once we were not having body. You understand? The creators are unknown persons. So God is unknown person, unseen person, we can say. So God is there, but unseen person. And God with physical body is human. You understand? So we have to infer that God is with body is human, and God without body is called unknown creator. So creator is always there, and human body is there, and then again we become creator. We become co-creators. So now you understand where you will search the God. God is already there with body with you. That is the reason. You are not able to see it at all. You cannot see. You can only see in every person's body. That's it. So that creator is everywhere, Mamatma Sarvabhuta it says. Sarvabhuta Atma. Every person has got that sort of soul. That soul itself is God, is creator. Did you follow? The soul is creator, and every person has got the soul. Because the soul has got the physical body, we are telling that he is a human God. God is in the physical body. Because soul is God. Soul is energy. Energy itself is God. Okay. So this is one way of understanding the Godhood, actually. So how many persons are there? Numberless persons. Every person has got the God. Godhood is there. So Godhood is there, but it is the existence of every energy system itself is God. If you are able to speak, then you are only the God inside is making you speak. So we have to understand that. Without that Godhood, you cannot speak. Then you will have to give up the body and then go as Atma only. When once you are Atma, that is energy system. That is the God. So the God when takes birth on that planet will be having the physical body. So this is the analysis what we have to derive it. Okay, my dear masters. So the things, whatever physical things, whatever we are able to see, we see and we call them physical senses. And what is not visible. Here, the two things are there, not visible. The Atma is not visible. That's all because of that only we are all surprised ourselves, Where is God? Where is God like that? We cannot understand that. We cannot see through. Okay. So that is the reason. Spiritual science only will make you see the unseen person. Unless you study spiritual science, you cannot have the clue of where God is. So there are two more examples are there. Second concept also is there. Another 5 minutes, I will complete this. Who and where is God again? You take another example. What is that example? It is a printing unit, a printing machine, you take it. My dear masters, you are aware of the printing unit in printing presses will be there. No? There will be one unit, and if you put white paper on the top, you will get newspaper down below. Yes or no? So such is the printing press. Now you understand this printing press must have so many spare parts in that. Every spare part should work. Then only the outcome will come in the form of newspaper, isn't it? So when numerous spare parts are there in that printing press, now you understand, you tell me whether it is all spare parts are of the same size, will not be there. They are of different sizes. And they are also having different shapes. Everything is not rectangular or square like that. Some things will be round also. Okay. So no shape also is uniform. And similarly, they are not of same color also. Say it goes with the metal. Suppose if iron is iron color will be there, wood means wood color, rubber, like this. Okay. So these spare parts are there together, and many spare parts are there, but they are all of differently seen, isn't it? And they also do different works. If same work means we don't need spare parts. So every part has to do its specific work. Then only things will roll by it. Okay. Now, whether all the spare parts, if they work, your output will be there. For this printing press, what is needed to work? We need energy. We need power, isn't it? Without power, printing press will not work. So uh, when switch is on, then the press will work, isn't it? So that means that power, name of the power is electricity. No, that electricity we should apply, otherwise it will not work. Similarly, kindly consider the whole universe is one printing press like that, one machinery unit. In this, we have number of spare parts. Huh? What are the spare parts? Starting from human kingdom, you go into animal kingdom, plant kingdom, then insects kingdom, then so many mineral kingdom, and so many species. Sea life is there, and sky life is there. So birds, reptiles, fish, so many things are there. See, varieties of all species are working. Yes or no? All are working or not? All are working. Now you tell us whether these things, including humans and everything, whether they are of the same size? No. Whether they are of the same shape? No. There will be some difference. And whether they are of the same color? No. So all are differently. And whether all pupils work similarly? No. Some people are teachers, doctors, some people are doing that, this, and that. Okay. Different duties. So, like printing press, this universe also is working. Yes or no? Then, for this universe to work, what is needed? In the printing press, we need electricity. Here, universe to work, is electricity needed? Are you with some electricity? No. We are all working without electricity. All plants working without electricity, without the electricity, the power is there, yes or no? So that power name we have to understand. There's many people call, suppose if any person knows, they will say, energy. Suppose people like us, we say there is energy, that energy. But a common man, what does he say? He says, Baba, it is the power of God, they will say. Okay. They do not know what is energy, this and that. They will say God. So that common man means the same energy as God. That's it. God is not somewhere else again. The same energy, with which he is only working, he is only speaking, he is only doing everything. The whole universe is working with that kind of energy, with that kind of God. No, that is called God. Understand? So whether that energy, when once it is called God, then definitely the whole universe is working with that energy only. So they must, what is there that the with the name doesn't happen anything. You cannot can call God, or you can call Venkateshwara, you can call Jesus Christ, you can also call by any name, It does not matter much, but only energy is like, the thing difference, isn't it? So that energy is called God. That's what we are telling. Whether that energy is in you have to check out. If it is in you, then who are you? You must be God again. According to common man, you are the God, because you have the God in you, because you have the energy and you are walking, talking, speaking, everything. So, my dear masters, kindly understand that sort of energy with which universe is working, that is the basis for activity in the universe. That energy system is called Atma in Sanskrit. That's it. That is called Brahman in Sanskrit. Brahma means Atma. That's it. So this Atma, Sarvabhut Atma. So it is available everywhere, and that is reason why all are working. If it is not there, what happens when once Atma is not there? The physical body will crumble down, it will disappear, it will vanish, and he will die. So nobody will be there. So the manifestation of human beings is only because of that Godhood, that is called Atma. Atma is called God. That's it. When that Atma is in you, you are also called God, and you should behave similarly. Okay. So that is most important. We should realize that we are the gods. We are nobody. We are having that much of power. We can think anything. We can do everything. We are infinite, in fact. So these are the truths, what we have to learn from spiritual science. This is only one, this is only second I have got. I have got several things like that to explain to you, so that you will be able to understand what you are, and you can live your life very closely to the reality. So that is what our aim and target is. Our wish is that, wish and will, to make everyone aware of these truths, so that they'll find happiness with that they will understand they can do everything. They need not be worrying at all, because they themselves are gods, and they can derive the godhood at any point of time. The moment they understand, they will be gods. The moment they understand the spiritual science, they will acquire a lot of vision, they acquire a lot of energy into that. So this is what mm, about the Godhood. Okay. So, my dear masters, like this, we will be having so many things are there. There will be some videos are there here. See, these are all gods are there. So these are all gods are there. Bodies are different, but gods are there. These are also gods. There's so many things are there like this. So this like a fan also. This is one of the explanation, and how energy is produced in us. All these things will be explained. In the regular class, we will come to know everything, and the types of energies and all those things. We'll understand. Okay, and so these things we will discuss in the coming ensuing classes. So, my dear masters, I thank you, all of you, for choosing this class. You are investing a lot of time in this. Every time is very precious, and when once you are investing, you should derive the maximum benefit out of that, and the maximum and the greatest benefit, and the noblest benefit is only attending this class. That is called acquiring spiritual science, my dear masters. Thank you very much. Now I will request Koteswaraji, you please take over.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the class. So now I request our masters, if anybody wants to share their thoughts, or if they want to speak if they have any questions, they can ask now.
Yes, masters. The regular classes will be commencing on, I think the date is fixed
13th, sir.
13th.
Yeah.
Huh? 13th.
13th, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
at the same time. Okay. But for that, whatever they are supposed to do, kindly tell them. Okay. And then in the meantime, they will question us. Okay. They will prepare questions. In the meantime, kindly
Yes.
tell them.
Yes, I request everyone to register with the link, and while registering, you can join the same WhatsApp group, which is coming automatically for that one.
Okay. So
all
same
the
link.
same link, all the information and everyday meeting link, recorded links also will be posted in the same group, and also they will get in their email the link.
Fine. Very good. Okay. So
All the PowerPoint presentations every day that will be shared
I see. Okay.
to their link.
Okay. So this meeting, is it open to everybody? You know, okay, whether they are able to unmute themselves, or you have to make them, you have to unmute them, or what? Because
No,
I
everyone, they can unmute themselves.
okay, gallery. Yes, I can see the gallery now. So, Venkatraman, can I request Venkatraman ji? Can you speak on the class? Venkatraman ji, are you able to hear me? Venkatraman, not there.
Yeah, please, madam, please unmute yourself, and if possible, you can switch on your video also.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, please.
From the last 2 days, because you have already shared the topic about God, and I was thinking the same questions like why, who are we? From this class, major of my confusions and questions are answered, sir.
Very
From
good.
the simple statement like that, we are God. The energy is our God. You
Yes.
know. So I'm looking forward from the regular classes, sir.
Yes. Very nice. Welcome. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And you communicate to your friend circles also?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yes. Fine. Nice of you.
It's a great opportunity, sir. Yes. Thank you.
Fine. Shashidhar is there? Okay.
I think he's maybe he's away.
He is away. Srinivas Chappidi
Srini Chappidi, yeah.
is available? Not available. Okay. Okay, fine. Yes. Evaru? Who is speaking?
Una.
Yeah. Koteshwara, you were the participant of level 1 course. So you just share a few words about your experiences attending the level 1.
Yes.
Yeah, we have completed level 1 when this US is
US session. Yes. You attended the USA session. Yes. So how did you feel for the first time attending those sessions? You can just share your experiences, like how did you feel, so that that will be helpful to the to these people who are intending to attend the level 1 course from 13th onwards.
Yes, to understand the spiritual knowledge, spiritual science, this is one way of we are gaining the knowledge in one way, like academy, through academy, same like scriptures. When we read the scriptures, we understand. Now Savanapa sir is trying to make understand in a easiest way in different examples, so that it is easily we are going to understand and we are implementing. And when we finish this course, it's like oh, truth is this much simple, life is okay, this much simple. Like we will get more clarity, you know. We'll be free from many fears, we will be free from many doubts. So like that it will happen, you know. And the questions and answers session is most useful in our day-to-day life. So many questions sir will make it clear, you know, simply with the spiritual
Very good.
understanding
Very
and knowledge. So this is very useful for everybody. I request everyone to register and finish our complete course, 20 hours course. So
good.
this will be helpful in their entire life. And still we have another levels also. So
Yes.
now again my experience is listening second time is, I'm very happy to listen second time. When I'm listening second time, I'm getting more understanding. You know, it is getting into implanting in getting strong. So that this is like, you know what, our
Concreting.
Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. So now the truth
Mm,
is becoming more stronger in that.
yes.
So
Srinivas PD is telling that he is not permitted to unmute. That's what something you can check up. There is some in
okay,
chart. They are asking in the chart unmuting.
maybe okay. I try to unmute.
Yes. All people you permit.
So listening to masters, and he's like a sharing, you know, the consciousness also. We are
Yes.
connecting, and so I feel that experience now. I feel, you know, the truth. We are going to connect to the
Yes.
truth.
Yes. Very good.
So
Fine.
thank you for this.
Then okay. Then we will. Um, we will say, we will invite all people and take some sort of steps, to communicate to all the groups for that. Okay. And on 13th,
Yeah, 13th.
we will, yes, we will start the regular classes, and notes also are available.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
notes are
sir.
also PPT is
So
also available.
yes, everything is fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the meantime,
So
you can, but you have to check up how many registrations are being done. That you can keep track actually. If why registration?
So you will be given preference. Those who have done courses and everything, they will be given first preference
Yes,
once we come up with the university.
yes,
So like you and we will be associated with you always. And also we are planning to come up with one magazine also. So like bi-monthly magazine or tri-monthly magazine we are planning. So shortly, so we will be connected with you for a very long time. Like it is just like you are joining the PSSA family. Once you attend a level 1 or level 2 session or teachers training course session with PSSA, so you are connecting with the family of PSSA and PSSM.
yeah.
So I wish you all the best, and so please register yourself. And we are starting our regular course from 13th onwards.
Yes,
So hope to see you on 13th. I want every one of you to please join the course and enrich your
yes.
spiritual quotient.
I want Nanaji to speak a few words. Is there?
Yes, sir. I'm there. I'm here only, sir.
Yes, sir. Can you speak?
Yes, sir. Wonderful class is going. Thanks for all your efforts,
I see.
and very nice. I'm enjoying, sir. Enjoying the class.
Okay, so we have to work unitedly then. Everyone, best, because information is vital. People do not know. So because of that only the society is lagging, and they're tormenting, and a lot of halagola is going on. Society is a lot of dissatisfaction. So much of botheration is there.
So much
We are,
negativity is going, sir, all around now.
So everything is only because of ignorance. That's it. If we do not know, then we are fearful, fear psychosis. It will spoil our life. If we know something, we are fearless, so we can do many things then. So this is the knowledge is very important. That's why the ignorance should be removed. The information is vital. So kindly convey and communicate as many people as possible by personally ringing or giving messages or WhatsApp, this and that. Our duty we should do it. Afterwards, it is also the sort of thing, that everybody should also deserve the kind of life, they lead to. Okay. That is there always. But our effort will put in, okay, with this. So thank you very much. Then now Koteshwara will give a last minute call. Okay. Are you going to close it? Fine.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We will,
Yes.
with this, we will close the session, sir.
We,
Thank you all.
Yeah,
Thank you
this
all.
completes the 3
Thank you,
demo
sir.
sessions. So hope everyone have enjoyed it. And today's
Yes.
recording also will be available on the Facebook page and also the YouTube
Yes.
channel also.
Fine.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Venkat. Yeah, Venkat, tell me.
I was